Our player of the week this week is Martin Crowe. Hard-hitting on and off the field, stylish but controversial. A man around whom the New Zealand team has been built for more than a decade.
I was playing cricket when I was 4 or 5 years old in the backyard, and it always seemed that I was going to be, just sort of destined to play cricket. Because of that early introduction, and then going through school, cricket was always the forefront of my mind, and I flagged, sort of studies and all that sort of thing just to make sure that I was playing.
On his day, he's devastating.
Oh, this is a majestic shot from Martin Crowe. Venkatesh Prasad dopping its shot. Crowe having no problem in dispatching it in front of square for 4.
Martin Crowe broke into the side alongside his brother Jeff. But this was hardly a case of family support helping his cause.
I think it'd be fair to say that Jeff and I weren't great mates when we were, teenagers because of this fierce competition. And being 4 years, younger, I was always striving to keep up with my big brother. And so anything he did in the sporting field, I would try and match it.
He's made a point of learning his lessons along the way, starting at an early age on a path of self-improvement.
The first thing was that when I was 6 or 7 years old, I scored 3 ducks in a row on Saturday morning cricket because I kept getting caught by the bowler or mid-off or whatever it was. So I was lifting the ball and I asked my father to teach me how to hit the ball along the ground. And so that was the first lesson. The second lesson was that on the backyard, you couldn't score runs of any significance unless you hit it straight, because cover was the house and the leg side mid-wicket was a fence. So to hit it past the bowler was, your best run scoring option. So that, in some ways, that helped me to become a technical player, a straight player.
Crowe's now left the captaincy. Wicketkeeper Lee Jamon has taken charge, but the senior player's far from complaining.
Good. Good in the sense that, I've tried the captaincy. I've had 3 years at it. I had a good run. It came at a time when New Zealand probably became the weakest side that it had been for 20 years. And, it was hard work, but I enjoyed the time I had. The World Cup was obviously a high point. But, I wanted to finish my career just basically contributing and scoring runs and giving someone else the opportunity to take it long-term, because with my injury problems, I can't guarantee that I'm going to be able to take the field over a period of time. So that's why I really had to step aside.
He's the best player I've ever seen. I've been lucky enough to travel around and see quite a few players and whatnot, and he is, during that World Cup, I've never seen anything like it. He was just sensational. He led from the front. He was the captain, player of the tournament. Everything was just based around that, and everyone really felt for him and for the team when we didn't get through to the final. But he's a class player. He's stylish. It's superb, yeah.
Crowe now has until mid-January to prove his fitness for the World Cup. His last game was the one-day international in Bombay in November. But with or without him, he knows New Zealand have a tough task ahead.
I think that'll be hard to match. I think that we're not quite, we haven't quite had the lead-in time to prepare for the World Cup in terms of a settled side. We've really started afresh only just 2 months ago with a new regime. So I think, when I look at the World Cup, I think Australia would be the favourites. And then, obviously India, and being one of the home countries, Sri Lanka, would be two to follow. And